Good morning, Outdoor Artist here, and I'd like to review a product I found a few weeks ago that I've been using that I find particularly good, and it's called a T-post sprinkler. I'm just showing you here in action. This one is from Tractor Supply. I'll show you the actual unit with the item number and so forth here in a minute in case you're interested. This is not a paid endorsement or anything. It's just something that I came across that I really like, and I think for those of you that have a similar situation you might appreciate it. So you can see that this unit just sits on top of and is screwed into the T-post, and the T-post is called a T-post simply because the top of it is in the shape of a T. The profile is in the shape of a T, and it's typically used for running fencing, which is what I do around some of the shrubbery and around the perimeter of my green here to keep the deer away from certain areas. And the nice part about this T-post sprinkler is that it, first of all, it just drops on and screws on with hand nuts, but also because it's up in the air a little bit, the range is great. It's about 35 or 40 feet, even depending on what the breeze is doing. And in this particular case, I've got 3 of these mounted at on various posts around the green. And in the nerve center here, which I'll show you, is my rudimentary but inexpensive timer system, which just has a single feed coming into the bottom and then 3 outputs on timers that go to the 3 sprinklers. And I typically on a hot day like this is going to be, I'll keep those going for about half hour each to get the adequate water to the green. And I did overseed the green, as I mentioned in the previous video, so you got to keep that damp for a while. Now here is the actual unit from Groundwork. It says it covers 5,532 square feet, which is pretty specific. Not so sure about that. I guess if you had it in a circle that would be true, but I think the important point for most of you is that fully adjustable, and it'll shoot about 35 feet or so. That's on our municipal water supply here, which is, it comes out of the tap at about 60 psi, I think, but this is going through at least 200 feet for these various, and in one case 300 feet for these various nozzles, and it seems to work just fine. So that's it for the T-post sprinkler. They're about $20. That one I got at Tractor Supply, as I mentioned. They're also sold at Home Depot and Lowe's, although they were Home Depot was out of inventory when I checked, but Tractor Supply had just what I needed. Okay, hope you enjoy. This is the Outdoor Artist, and I'm signing off.